Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news, all right. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer for the Giants and the entire NFC East. Rumors are swirling that the Kansas City Chiefs might be looking to trade Trent McDuffie, the shutdown corner who's been one of the most elite defensive backs in the league this season, directly to the Giants. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Is this really happening? The Giants making a splash again? Well, let me take you through the details because if it comes to fruition, this move could seriously reshape the Giants' secondary and give them a real shot at elevating their defense to a whole new level. First off, let's talk about McDuffie's profile because this isn't just any corner. Since entering the league in 2022, he's been nothing short of spectacular. This year, in 14 games, McDuffie has racked up 6 interceptions and 18 pass deflections, with a PFF coverage grade sitting comfortably within the elite range at 87. That's among the best in the league, folks. His ability to lock down receivers is reminiscent of some of the best young corners in recent memory, and his stats show why. Allowing only about 0.8 yards of separation per target, which puts him in the top 4 of the entire NFL according to Next Gen Stats. Not to mention, he's tallied 98 tackles, demonstrating he's not just a coverage guy, but also someone who can contribute against the run and in tackling situations. Now, his career numbers are equally impressive. Across 2022 and 2023, McDuffie has accumulated 12 interceptions, over 300 tackles, and 52 pass deflections. His QBR allowed when targeted is around 66. 8, which is solid, especially for a young CB still ascending. His performance in Week 13 against the Broncos was a highlight reel. 2 interceptions, no yards allowed on 10 targets, and forcing 5 incompletions. That's the kind of game-changing ability that can turn a defense around. And interestingly, he's avoided serious injuries this season. Only a minor ankle issue in 2024 that caused him to miss 3 games, but nothing that seems to be a long-term concern. What makes McDuffie such a tantalizing target for the Giants is his similarity to Patrick Surtain at his peak. He's capable of covering top receivers with an average of just 2 yards of separation per route, which allows him to shut down even the most talented WRs. Adding a player like him would be a huge boost for the Giants' secondary, which has struggled with consistency and giving up big plays. For context, the Giants are currently allowing about 262 passing yards per game, which is a red flag. Bringing in McDuffie could cut that number significantly, hopefully bringing it down to under 210 yards per contest. Plus, with an average of +1. 4 interceptions per game projected for him, he could really turn the tide in the Giants' favor. So why would the Chiefs be willing to let go of such a valuable piece? Well, the rumors suggest that Kansas City is in a bit of a cap crunch. They're about $12 million over the salary cap, thanks to their mega deal with Patrick Mahomes and extending other key players like Chris Jones. With the Chiefs focusing on maintaining a strong offense and trying to free up cap space to extend Jones and other defensive linemen, trading McDuffie seems like a strategic move. Especially since they're also trying to rebuild or retool their roster with some emerging young talent like Snead, who is starting to show promise at corner as well. According to NFL insiders like Adam Schefter, the Chiefs are prioritizing their offense and cap flexibility over holding onto McDuffie, even though losing a player of his caliber hurts. Now, let's look at what this means for the Giants. Adding McDuffie to the mix alongside Deonte Banks would create a lockdown duo that would have everyone in the league thinking twice before throwing deep. The numbers speak volumes. Such a tandem could reduce the completion rate against them from around 62% to just 48% based on PFF data. That's a massive improvement. They would also eliminate the big play threat, which has been a problem for the Giants all season. Teams are averaging 20 explosive plays of 20 or more yards per game against New York, and McDuffie's presence could help cut that number dramatically. He's a game changer in coverage, and his ability to cover at an elite level would force opposing offenses to rethink their entire game plan. This move could also have a ripple effect in the NFC East and beyond. For the Giants, acquiring a player of McDuffie's caliber would boost their chances in the postseason significantly. Imagine him shutting down top receivers in playoff matchups, especially against teams like the Eagles with Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. The Eagles' offense has been prolific this season, but with a shutdown corner like McDuffie, the Giants could neutralize some of those big play threats and give themselves a much better shot at advancing deep into January. In fact, betting odds for the Giants' Super Bowl chances could see a notable boost, going from +20-0 to +10-0 according to BetMGM, just by adding a player who can turn their defense into a no-fly zone. And the impact isn't just theoretical. If this trade happens, the Giants' defense could see a boost of about 21% in defensive EPA, which is a huge step forward. The secondary would be more resilient, especially in covering the elite WRs and preventing those game-changing deep passes. The addition of McDuffie would provide versatility, allowing the Giants to deploy him in various coverages, including nickel packages, giving defensive coordinator Wink Martindale even more options to confuse offenses. Looking at the historical context, this type of move is reminiscent of the Rams acquiring Jalen Ramsey back in 2019, which gave their secondary a massive boost in PDs, turnovers, and overall confidence. For the Giants, it's about building a defense that is not just good but formidable enough to shut down the league's best offenses. It's a move that says, we're not just trying to compete, we're trying to dominate. It's about setting a new standard for the Giants' secondary and making the entire NFC East think twice when they plan their attack. Of course, this isn't just about immediate impact, it's about the future. McDuffie is only in his second season, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. His trajectory suggests he could be a cornerstone of the Giants' defense for years to come. Pairing him with Banks, who's also been developing nicely, creates a formidable duo that can handle the league's top pass catchers. It's a strategic move that aligns with the Giants' overall goal of building a championship-caliber team, especially with the playoffs approaching and the window opening wider than ever. In the grand scheme of things, acquiring McDuffie would cement the Giants as a team that's serious about defense, a team that's willing to make bold moves to get back to the top. It would send a message across the league. Big Blue isn't just looking to compete, they're looking to dominate. And if they pull it off, it could be the defining move that propels them into serious Super Bowl contention, giving fans so much to cheer about in the years to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster trade? Do you think the Giants should go all in and make this happen? Would you be excited to see McDuffie in the blue and white, locking down receivers and making life miserable for quarterbacks? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest news on Big Blue. We're in this together and the future looks brighter than ever. Let's go Giants.